Doing fine tonight. I'm going to give as many shout-outs as I possibly can. If I miss your name, it isn't on purpose. I've missed it, that's all. Lewis, as always, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the what you do on the side chat there. Charles, as always, appreciate you. Stephanie, I think she's in my panel tonight, or I call her Forbidden Fruit, and she's also a goat. Mac, that's a name I haven't seen for a while. Hopefully you're going to get back into the game, mate. Sometimes it's like it or lump it. It's just the way the game is at the minute. Jason Bourne, a.k.a. Outlaws. Welcome, brother. Cobra C. Obra is a goat, and he's on my panel tonight as well. Gambo, my art guy on Discord. Appreciate what you do, brother. Thank you. Jace, I said that name already. Edward, another goat. Appreciate you, brother. Baz, as always, nice to see your name there. Welshie, welcome, bro. And I want to apologise for the shit I sent you the other night. I do apologise for that. Armageddon, as always, appreciate you, mate. Hawks, Klaus, welcome, bro. Mariam, welcome, sweetheart. I've got a burp and it won't come up. Excuse me. Waz, welcome, bro. Cobra's going to get me for that name, but never mind. Andre, welcome. Paul, or Testicles, welcome, brother. Nice to see you there again. Tim LaFrance, welcome, bro. That's an old name I haven't seen for a few moons. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. Philip Blade is on the side panel and he's also a goat. Welcome, brother. Rainy Bow is there as well. She's a goat as well. I'm not too sure if she's on my side panel. DJ Laura, as always, appreciate you, mate. Michael, welcome, brother. WC Thunder, the man with a plan, as always. Not tonight, though, because there's no event. But keep an eye out on what he says on the side chat. He normally gives us good ideas. Brandy's up part of my panel, and she's also a goat. Welcome, sweetheart. Sai, welcome, bro. Andy, cheeky monkey. Mad, welcome, bro. Razan, as always, appreciate you, bro. Glenn, spelt with a Y, welcome, brother. Tim, nice to see you there, mate. Pac-Man, as always, appreciate you, mate. And I think that's everyone. If I've missed anyone out, I do apologise. The chat started jumping on me at the end. Right, on the panel we have got tonight, we've got Animal, Blade, Forbidden Fruit, or Fruity, Mikey, Smash, Lycanthrope, or Will, as we know him, Jinx, or Brandy, as we know her, or Cobra C. Obra, a.k.a. Gashi. Guys, unmute and say hello.
Buongiorno, apricado. Hello. Can I just correct something? Glenn with a Y is Glyn, you pillock.
I'm calling him. No, how's it Glyn? Glyn. It's Glyn.
Glyn.
No, just because
Glyn.
he's pronounced that, I guarantee his mates call him Glenn. Please tell me if your mates call you Glenn or not. Do you know what? Every single night I come in this room with these guys on Discord, I always go away walking away and thinking these guys are a bunch of fucking jerks.
What do you think we think about you? What do you think we think about you, son?
I don't give a fuck what you think about me. That's the difference. I really don't care. I'm not going to lose no sleep over you calling me nasty names. Andrew, welcome, bro. Andy as well, welcome, brother.
See, Cut could be see you next time. You don't know.
No, you can't hurt my feelings that easily, darling. You can try. You can keep trying all you like. My anxiety's been doing it for 5 years and he still ain't got his fucking way through.
No, actually, hang on a minute. Hold on.
No.
I've got to put something right here. Glyn has said they get filled in if they call me Glenn.
It is Glenn. I'm going to call you Glenn, and I'm going to wait to get filled in.
With a Y, yeah.
I'm going to wait to get filled in. Can't wait. I'm only joking. I will call you Glenn from now on. I do apologise. How are we all doing tonight? We all good?
Parker.
Sweet. I know that because I've been talking to you jerks for about 45 minutes.
Well, you know, Steady, I'm already instigating about another friend that y'all don't even know, but Cobra's going to find out here soon in the UK,
baby.
and he's going to find out really what it's like to know me personally.
Yeah, well, you got some redneck coming over to the UK. Right, moving on. I would like to get your scores out of 10 for the previous event. I want to go for each one of you guys personally, but I also want the guys on the side chat to give me your score out of 10 for the last event. What was it?
And the reason for why.
Yeah, and the reason for why, but it was Operation Starfall.
Operation
I keep wanting to call it Spacefall, but it's not. It was Starfall, wasn't it? Am I right?
Starfall.
It was Starfall. So yeah, guys on the side chat, if you want to give us a score out of 10 and a little paragraph for the reason why, I'll get Cobra to read it out towards the end. But I'm going to go through the panel to start with. I'm going to start bottom to top, so it gives Cobra time to look at the chat. Cobra, give you a score out of 10 and reasons why, please, bub.
I'm going to go a steady 6. I think the event was okay. I think they could have done a lot better. The false advertisement about the base weakness, what the fuck was that? Because I still don't know. And quite honestly, I think they should have just left it out and just put something on there about dog wank instead. But I'm going with a 6, and yeah, okay, mediocre.
Mediocre. Okay, fair enough. Jinx, Brandy?
Well, I felt like it was shit at first, probably a 2 if it wasn't for the fact was your marvelous video came out. Then I'd give it a 6.
Fair play. Will?
I want to go with a 4. Didn't like it at all. It was horrible. The way it was set up, the unit that we had to use. No, didn't like it.
That's fair enough. Okay. Mikey? Sorry, Smash?
I give it a 5. It was doable, but I don't care for the structure.
Okay. Mikey?
I'd give it a 5. Also, I didn't care for, well, at least to me, it looked like Kix messed with the bases after you hit them a couple of times, because I went from, 0 damage to 13, 14, 20, 25 minutes damage using the same stuff. Other than that, but yeah, like Smash said, the structure kind of sucks now, but it is what it is.
Okay, fair enough. Fruit, are you there, sweetie? Blade?
I'm going to go for a 3, and didn't understand the units at the beginning where you could add, like, until I played around with it a bit, but yeah, I wasn't. It's no different than normal. It's the same boring old shit in it, and so I'm going to give it a 3.
Fair play. Animal?
I'm only going to give it a 3 as well. It's just doing me head in. I've started off bad. In fact, I could do the 2's free repair quite quickly. But the 1, just no matter what way I did it, no matter what videos I watched, or what fucking units I used, it was always like silly amount of damage. And then the second to last day, I suddenly started getting, like near the end of the second to last day, I suddenly worked it out by splitting the toon up into 5 or 6 different toons and sent 6 of them to each base. That way you're just repairing them individually, which is pain in the arse, keep moving that many around from base to base. The new thing that they featured with the picking certain units, and it's supposed to give them bonuses. I tried using that and didn't notice any different whatsoever with them gaining any more power or not. I don't know if anyone in the YouTube had noticed that the units were killing stuff quicker if they had the different amounts of bonus that it was supposed to give us. But anyway, I'm getting sick of these events, and I say bring back hold up, or whatever it's called. Hold out.
Okay, I'm going to move back. Right. I'm going to move back 1 to Fruity. She's just unmuted. You got a score out of 10 for the previous event, please, sweetie.
Sorry, I was in the shower. Didn't think you needed to go with me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
She was naked, guys.
4. I was naked.
Yeah, baby.
But at least I got a dress on right now. So we're good.
Leave it off. It doesn't matter. You're fine. Carry on.
Was that a cowboy boots, cowboy hat, and a gun on your head?
You fucking bunch of perverts.
Yeah. F4, I was bored with it.
It's see-through.
Hang on, guys.
Yeah.
Go on, Fruit.
I got bored with it easy, and it was just too much. Yeah, just like others were saying, you started out and you weren't taking hardly any damage, and then all of a sudden you get 30 and 40-minute damage. Forget about that.
Okay.
But that's it.
We have got Cook Owens just walked into the room. I would like your score out of 10 for the previous event, please, bud. Starfall.
Yeah, I got quite a bit to say about this event.
Okay.
I will give it 2. Maybe I'll go down to 1. You really needed units, the specific units for this. You needed something like Brother Devon to take a lot of the hits, or you needed bait units a lot, after my opinion. If you had that super platoon put together that many people have used, you could walk through the event pretty easy. But if you only had the war buggy, Pilums, and what was the other one? The new one.
War Buggy, Pillim, and I can't remember.
Z77.
Z77s for the
Z77s and the new unit we just pretty much got. Well,
the boom shaker.
It was quite hard to do just those units because you will lose at least 1, almost 2 units during a base on the not the mission track but the other track. What was that called?
Incursion.
Incursion track, yeah. Incursion track, I think it was completely ridiculous because the bonus, they need to increase the bonus payout on that track.
Everything needed restructuring, and they didn't do nothing. Sorry, mate, I interrupted you there.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, but the XP is just too low, especially on the incursion track.
I agree with you, mate. Okay. Cobra, you got some scores for us?
So, yeah, Max coming in with 0 out of 10. He said he didn't do it because he's just got back in. Mac, I'm going to post a Discord link, mate. Come and join us, and perhaps we can help you try and catch up in some way. Thunder said 3 out of 10. It was just the same boring, shitty event with different names and less payouts, and everything was more expensive to add insult to injury. And that, I think you're right, is the nail's been hit on the head. Trey said -1. Well, okay. Ed Pope said he's a 3. Khalil said 1 out of 10. Basically, it's shit. CM2 0, boring and just as bad as the old event. Philip said 6. It was a grind, but got a lot of what I needed. Yeah, good job, Philip. I know a lot of people that have caught up with this. Andre said 4 out of 10. What a boring grind. Way too little XP payout for the hardest base set. Andy said 6 because repair was only gold, not discount repair time. And that's a good point, Andy. None of us have brought that up, and you've kind of reminded that. That was a very bad move by Kixeye, that the repair, the 50% repair is by gold only. So, yeah, bad move. Michael said 4, boring as hell. Pac-Man 4, just saying boring new shit. Tim LaFrance said 7-8 as behind as I could still get or still complete and get like 30-40 mil XP. Klaus has said 5 out of 6. Just used to spend some time with, and he hasn't carried on. Paul was able to get 60 mil quick. So more time with family. 5, boring. Yeah, good job, mate. Darren said 7 was good event, like the coin reduction. Yeah, I'd still think that was a bit of a scumbag remove because I think that should have been free for everybody across the board. Jason Bourne, Outlaws, as we know him, said 5. Tiki Monkey 2's just said base weakness is pointless as the units are unbalanced. They've gone from short range to long range and now they've gone back down. Where are we? Charles has said, or as we know him, Chuck, said 4 out of 10. The event was okay, and as always, I got everything I needed. It was still tedious as fuck, but I don't think Kix has a clue how to make anything enjoyable, and I kind of agree with you there. Where are we? Sorry, I've just jumped for some specific reason.
Yeah, that's the chat will jump on you.
Yeah. Lure said 8. He said gives it 8. It was a bit boring again, but easy to do. Did tactical track only. I didn't look at the new base weakness thing. He just used Demi and Dr. 8 and no damage free repair. Good job on that. Matt said 5 out of 10. Nutcracker, he said 9 out of 10. Good evening, Nut, by the way. He said 9 out of 10 because I sussed it early. No damage to finish Friday. Nice work. Welshie said, hang on a minute. Hang on. Welshie,
He's the
unfortunately,
CUNT.
mate, I've got to call you a cunt on this because you said 10 out of 10. If you give an event 10 out of 10, you're an instant cunt. Just because I needed the XP, yeah, because of baked and boring, plus can't help people, still and note Amiga bases. And good evening, Banksy, by the way. You said 3 out of 10. I stopped playing event, getting bored, and don't have much time to grind, and I'm low levels, can't do much. Guys, listen, I will post a Discord link. Come and join us because at the end of the day, you know, if we can help you, we will. Tim Weaver said 5.3 minimum damage was 2 coins split in half, so it's 1 every damage in game. So 1 coin when you have 6-minute repair time. So 3 seconds supposed to be free. Yeah, I kind of see your logic there, mate. I think. Oh, Rainey. No, Rainey said 3 out of 10. I'm really running out of energy for grinding more command events and had a bad week at work. Bless you, Rainey, and hope things are better for you. Armour has said 5. Disappointed with format of event. Hope for something new and interesting, but used the big tune and finished in a couple of days with 146 million XP. Good job, mate. Jason said Starfire, he called it, and he's given it a 5. Lewis has said 2. I just couldn't do it. I'd do 1 base and 1 hour repair. Could hardly gain any XP. Andrew L said 5 out of 10. It was good, but it was getting boring as hell. There we are. So we're up to date.
Perfect. Right. Before I give it my score, I put a poll out on my Facebook group. I'll send a link if you ain't got the link. But I rating the event at 1 out of 10, and the big majority, 51% out of 304 players voted. 51% voted it a 1. The next highest percentile was a 5, which had 14%. After that, it was a 6 with 10%. And after that, it was lower and lower and lower. So the big majority of players, I think the problem with what Kixeye did is they thought in their minds, they thought they was revamping this event completely. They was giving us something new. Did they really need to change the name of the way the bases are? Did they really need to change the mission track? I can't remember the other tracks after that. It was the mission, you guys will know, the mission blah, blah, blah. Did they need to change it and confuse the players so much? Did they really need to make the mission track where it was a one-time playthrough and you couldn't get no more XP out of playing through? What's the point of playing through an event wave just to earn thorium? It made no sense to me. The logic at Kixeye is baffling. And the payouts, the actual payouts. So if you could, this is what got me with this event. If you found that there was one base that you could do, and it was regular, you could get free repair. The actual payout for that base was so bad that it was double or 3 or 4 times the grind as usual. For instance, if you go to the upper track, the tactical strike bases, the payout for base 1 was 100,000. And I think the payout for base 2 was 200,000, with the bonus being 600,000. Well, if you go back to the previous event, it was 200 and I want to say 275, but I may be wrong. Or it was 250,000 XP for base 1. Then it was, I think, 400 or 450,000 for base 2, and then you got a 200 or 300,000 XP boost for completing the round. So they halved everything, and then they made everything more expensive in the event store. And there's a yin and a yang to this. There's a negative and a plus to the store, especially the tech in the store. They made them all gold tech, which means there is no time to level them up. But they made them all 400,000 XP a pop. So whatever way you fall on that, you either... You accept that you pay a bit extra and not have to upgrade it in your workshop, or you don't accept that. For me, it was a bit of a bonus. But again, they didn't need to confuse the players with the structure of the event and the the holdout waves that they said they was going to put into the actual event itself was a joke. That was bullshit. The unit, it's probably good
And now
against.
they fried the agency.
Yeah, we get to that. The unit itself is, I think the best use for it is in your base against high altitude at the minute. But yeah, it's just that I think a fair score for this event is a 4 for me. I don't think it could go any higher. I'm not.
That's fair.
I got everything. You could only buy one of each of the war paints as well. And they basically told the players, tough shit, we're not taking the game down to fix that. But I guarantee if there was a bug that worked in our favour, the game would have been taken down with a blink of a fucking eye.
Well, they fixed it without. They fixed them without. For some reason, they always fix them without taking the game down.
They'd have fixed it.
Yeah, if they don't take the game down when it's the opposite way round. But when it's the way we thingy, they go, you have to wait till the next downtime for us to fix that.
It all felt lazy. And it was the big build-up with is it Friendly... what's his fucking name?
Friendly Fixer.
All this big fucking post and all this shit he was talking and, we're going to do this, you're going to get base weaknesses, this is going to be the next best thing to fucking slice bread and blah, blah, blah. It all turned out to be fucking bollocks. And I'm sitting there scratching
Smoke out your ass, City.
Smoke and mirrors. That's all it was. Smoke and fucking mirrors.
The thing was the boob shakers.
We've already done that roundabout.
The boob shakers, the thingy, the upgrade thing was $1 million. Whereas the older upgrade stuff was 325.
There was literally no need.
Round to that, yeah.
They was telling us they was going to lessen the grind. They was going to slow down with the units. They was going to do this. They was going to do that, and none of it's true.
They're too restrictive. No. The last event had all 5 of the gold tech for the marina. This one only had 3 of the 5 tech.
And the biggest problem right now.
And then they stuck an offer up of 149 gold each. But
don't get me wrong, right? They give us the meteor, but they could give us a unit that's got 3 days to level 1 or 2 to 10, and then 5 days from level 11 to 20, and then 7 days. They could give it all of us every single day of the week that unit. That isn't slowing down the fucking upgrade progress of units. That isn't slowing down how many units we get put into our fucking lap every month.
And the other thing is as well, with the mission track, and Kuega's just said this, if they gave blood thorium on the repeat rather than thorium, they would have done it a lot more rather than the 3.
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It gave you. Go on.
It shouldn't be any. If you do an event base, you get XP for the event base. Well, you shouldn't get anything else less.
You know the other one where you do the first one and you can go through and you get the 5 different bases, two defending and the other whatever 4 it is, and it went like 2, 4, 8 up to the last 2 was 20 tokens each, right. And you could buy XP with it. I had nothing in there on mine. There was nothing in there. I'd already maxed out on the 2 units that it showed me, 1 helicopter and 1 tank, and there was fuck all. So I did a few of them because I was using them for repair with the Rhino, and I had nothing to spend them on.
And I think that's where Kuega was saying about the blood thorium, that if you had done it on repeat, it would have been incentive to carry on doing it,
all the basic. I mean, people who can't do the other 2 tracks, it would have given them something to do. It's they could have gone through eating them bases, and they could have had thorium, blood thors, XP, some of the older, limited again, like 2 of this unit, 2 of that unit. This one, if it's on the ones where I think it's missionaries, it wasn't just 2 or 3 this time. I think you could get up to 10 or something like that. There was a limit still, but if you needed them, you could still buy them. But it's like they should have put something else in there so people can still play the bloody game.
Andrew W's just come up with a good one about the tactical strike base is given only 900k, but yet the 24-hour token for the upgrade was 1 million.
Yeah, none of it. Nothing.
Makes no sense.
They didn't. The grind wasn't taken away. Literally, it wasn't taken away. They added to the grind. And after all that friendly fixer telling us how great he was, and he was the big saviour of the fucking community, and he was there for the players, it all turned out to be bullshit.
And before we go any further, we need to wish WCJB Samart a very happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, mate.
One of the best War Commander creators that you will find. Let me get his channel up so I can post his link. Oh, what have I done here? Shit.
And I think Rainey made a fair point that she said, or she thinks that this new event could kill off more players if they can't make it more fun.
Well, if they're just going to make it to where you can only use a unique and one at a time is the way they stated it was going to be, that's going to be fucked up.
Got to be able to use other units with them. Sure, I know they're doing tokens that you will release 1, 2, or 3 of the newer ones, like Booth Shakers, whatever they are.
In the
But you've
release
got to buy,
notes,
yeah.
it states that you're only going to use that one unit.
Yeah, but there's some one of the prizes was these token things, and one of them gives you 1 Booth Shaker, one gives you 2, but like, and it's more XP for each one. But it's
but
still.
Then you got to use that unit. Who's to say that them are going to take out the bases they're giving?
Yeah. And the other thing is that this event we just done, I was using mostly the thingies anyway. On the 2, is it the 2? It was. I think that was all uniques. I had, apart from Mars, everything else was a unique. And now we're just about to get another event where we're only allowed to use 1 unique. I don't know, might not even do it.
I might have to ask us to move on, guys, because we've spent.
So why would we be able to use them in there if they're not a unique?
We might need to move on, guys, because it's 25 minutes we've been spent on this. But yeah,
you'll read it out in a second when we get to it, so you'll see what it is.
Right, moving forward, we've got the 15.05 release notes, nearly as big as my cock.
You wish.
This is copied and pasted by Kixeye Drake. The following changes and fixes have been applied to the Thursday, March 13th at 5 p.m. PDT update. Events, we've got Retaliation. I'm not going to read through that because we've got that tab open. What else is there? We've got a new Shadow Ops unit. We have got some information on that. I won't read through that. We've got PvP system season 50. We was promised updates to the PvP platform as well, guys. I haven't read the patch notes for that. Fingers crossed they've done something different this time around. Sector Breach, I've got the tab open for that, so there isn't much, but content changes. Medal store. Joining the medal store this month is the Pillim for 450,000 medals, and it's bronze tech for 375,000 medals, and it's silver tech for 425,000 medals a pop. This is per tech. Bug fixes is general fixes and improvements. A smaller pack. They said this last week. A smaller pack of cores is now available in the store. Who asked for this? 10 times for 20,000 medals. We swear it this time. So they swear it's going to be. But I don't understand why we don't want a smaller pack of cores. I'd rather have.
We need more storage for them, if anything else.
No. Forget that. If I was to buy them with medals, I don't want to buy 20 or 10 at a go. I want to buy 100. I want to buy 100 at a go.
Yeah.
Or 1,000 at a go, not 10 or 20. I'm not worried about the storage. The storage is perfect because that's designed to be tactical. The storage for the.
It could be a little better.
No. You've got to take a tactical approach to that. You've got to know how many of them you can build. I can build 3, and it costs me 0 money, and they're constantly in my base. If I go any more, if I go a 4th, that I can't keep all 4.
And I don't use money for them.
I bet you ain't always got them in your base. But yeah,
I do, honey.
That is a general. What'd you build? What's the 4th one you build?
I built 2 missiles, 1 bastion, and 1 recovery. Look in my base right now.
What's a recovery?
1 recovery, yes.
What's a recovery? Oh, the healing one.
Yeah, that healing one. You put Eve by that in your base, and when she runs around, it keeps her in good health.
No,
because it brings her right back to it.
Yeah, but if Eve dives outside of that, she's dead.
Well, yeah, but that's why you try to keep her around it.
Yeah, no, I'm not building that.
But I run 4. 4 every time.
You ain't gonna.
And you can do 4 and not have to pay
You
for
ain't
it.
gonna convince me to build that one.
Well,
We have got a
that's
new
your
event. It's called Retaliation, or as I like to call it, Retardation.
oh, come on, City.
It's brand new to the game, guys. Trust us. Kixeye knows what they're doing. They ain't trying to restrict us or anything. They ain't trying to tell us what units we should and shouldn't use. Like what they try to do with the base weakness, like what they did with Sector Breach, like what they did with Skirmish. They're giving us plenty of options to use whatever units we want. We work for these units every fucking month in, month out, month in, month out. And then we get told what we can and can't fucking use in an event base. Because Kixeye are basically a bunch of fucking masturbators.
I think you're giving him too much credit.
I think so too.
What?
It's pretty much just a copy of the Hue event that they removed.
Well, you can only use unique, sorry.
Unique.
Yeah.
Unique units.
You remember there was an event at one time where we could only use heroes.
Yeah, that was Hero Showdown. That was taken over by Skirmish, which is just not heroes, but the base units plus heroes. So every single event we've got, we're now being restricted. Sorry, Brandy, what was you saying?
I gotta run. I gotta pick up my old.
Get your shout outs then.
Take care, Brandy.
Yeah, you want to watch the stream and watch me kill my shit? That'll be tomorrow. See you later.
Perfect. Right.
Roger.
So we've got Retardation. This is an event that was created by Friendly Fixer. He is looking a bit retarded right now. I'm not being funny, but he licks windows and shit. Featuring the Meteor Storm Elite parts, the Meteor Storm upgrade logistics, the Meteor Storm build logistics, Spec Op Lunar Ice, a new Special Op Lunar Icebreaker. Spec Op, am I reading that right? Special Op? Spec Op.
Yeah. Spec Op.
And that's what we call a Special Op, isn't it? Spec Op.
Yeah.
Lunar Icebreaker, Moonskater upgrade logistics, and Mega R1 Mantis parts. Hang on. There's a unit missing. Where's the... Where's the spatula?
Yeah.
There's a fucking unit missing. So they're just going to skip the spatula? No Omega spatula?
Right.
Again, Kixeye fucking trying to fuck with things when it don't make no sense. Where's the spatula? All right, we'll get to the prize. It might be in there. Yeah. So this starts tomorrow, 14th at 10 a.m. PDT. Ends March 17th at 10 a.m. PDT. Store closes on the 18th at 10 a.m. PDT. Mission description. The Meteor Storm was originally designed to destroy meteoroids before they can make impact with a low atmosphere planets. It's got a damage of fucking 900.
So
the active defense
meteorites or hemorrhoids?
It's probably yeah. Drake's hemorrhoids.
Sorry.
The active defense system and protection spheres have been repurposed for battle here on Earth. This makes no sense, but okay. In Retaliation, commanders will face off against a series of phantom targets with your...
Yeah, you got it.
your unique units. Bases must be defeated in numbered order, and after beating all 3 bases, an optional bonus base is unlocked that awards a huge amount of XP. Use the event XP to purchase prizes in the Retaliation store. All unique units will be deployed through the new unique unit HUD. So it looks like we've got a new, what is it? It's, platoons.
Heads up display, isn't it?
It's where you go into your platoons. You've got your main platoons. Hang on, I'll bring the game up. I'm putting
platoons, PvP, raid, and then assault.
That's it. Yeah. So it'll be another one added onto that.
Yeah.
So make your decisions wisely. Event structure. Mission 1 is 2,000 XP. Mission 2 prize is 6,000 XP. Mission 3 prize is 8,000 XP. And bonus-based prize is 20,000 XP. Tracks reset will be available after defeating the Mission 1 target. Supply depot chests. Supply depot chests will be awarded after defeating supply depot targets on the world map. Will include a random award of either thorium medals, repair logistics for the Meteor Storm, repair logistics for the R1 Mantis, repair logistics for the spatula. So they've got the spatula there. Repair logistics for the Abyss PMC or repair logistics for the Demi Demon. So we're not going to get repair logistics for our factions, including Equinox. It looks like they're only going to let us repair the uniques. Event store. Let's see what's in the event store. New items, redemption limit and cost. Meteor Storm 4-hour upgrade logistics, redemption limit 2. What?
Yeah.
So we get 8 hours off an upgrade.
Yeah, which is 4 days and 7
What?
hours on level 2 to 3 on the Meteor. I asked a question in main War Commander Discord, and the so-called know-it-all went, "There's nothing wrong with that."
There isn't nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of a bit of a slap in the face.
It is. Well, 2. What's 2 gonna do? That's 8 hours off an upgrade when it's 4 days and 7 hours.
Are they that worried about someone that maybe might have coined a level on the unit? They're worried about 50 coin on a unit's level to not give us actual fucking upgrade. I mean, a proper upgrade logistic. It should have been 2 levels.
Normally we get 10. We normally get 10.
It should have just give. If it's a limit of 2, they should have given us 2 levels on it, not 4 hours or 8 hours. I can't believe the fucking neck on these cunts.
And it's the same with the next one down as well.
25,000 XP.
Yeah.
What
Do you guys think that might be a typo and it should be 24 hours?
Yeah, but where does the 12 come into it after that? Is that 120 hours then?
Yeah, because they usually do 12, 24, and 36.
No,
Correct.
it should have been a fucking full upgrade. If you can only get 2 of them,
yeah,
you can get 2 levels on your fucking unit. That would have been not 2 levels. You can get 3 days per token. So they're not missing out on a level on. It should have been it should have been a universal upgrade logistic for the 4 hours.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to bother fucking getting it for 8 hours. It's not even worth me buying it. That's 50,000 XP. How many bases is that?
That's a full run through, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. You got to do
2 run throughs.
Yeah, almost.
It's got to be 24 hours. That's too pointless to actually put a 4-hour.
I don't think it is. I think this is what Kixeye are now. They're so.
Yeah, Will said he asked.
They're so worried about. They're so worried about missing out on that call.
Answer. Sorry, Silly. Did any of the Dells answer, or was it you know who answered, who knows everything but don't know nothing?
The only person that answered it was you know who. Everybody else avoided it.
Yeah, that guy that got Discord ruined for fucking 24 hours.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, he thinks he owns it.
What's his name on there? Adele, that's him.
It's a girl on it.
Monarch.
It's Monarch now.
No.
Yeah.
Wankstone.
And I asked the question again on the next one down, the same question, and I got told to say, what it basically the reply was, why don't you think this is correct?
Because it's a fucking joke. That's why I don't think it's correct.
Yeah, well, I don't reply to him because he's a numbnut.
What you want to do is you want to block him on there, and when it comes up, this guy's blocked. This guy's messaged you with a block message. Don't even read it because the guy isn't worth your time. Yeah. 4 hours. 8 hours total. Come on, they can do better than that.
Evening, Itchin.
Even it like what? It should have been 24 hours at least for one. Even if it's not even a full level on a unit.
They're the same cost, though, aren't they? That's the bizarre thing. The 4 and the 12 are the same cost.
No, but one's a build logistic.
Yeah, but even still, they're the same cost. It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, but one's a build logistic. One's level, one's build.
But
They're
even
totally
build
different things.
logistic, obviously we don't know how long it was to build it because we got it for free on the last event. But those who will be doing the event now only get 24 hours off it.
I'm sorry,
bet it's at least
there should be
7 days.
There should be no build logistic for that unit whatsoever. Every player from now to the end of eternity should get that unit for free. If you start a new game after a week or so of playing this and the offer that they give us to start a last event to be in your account almost as soon as you start the game.
Well, just a heads up, by the way, on the Meteor Storm. Welsh's just said maxed its crap anyways. Didn't use it in the event at all, guys. He said doesn't do much difference from 1 to level 10.
What's
so
crap?
Maybe a red herring. The Meteor Storm.
Yeah. It's got a 500 flat damage reduction at 10 or 11.
It's 11. We ain't got that thing in boost yet, have we, to get to 11?
And that's 100. That's 100 more flat reduction than Spatula. So it should be a good unit at 11.
Well, once we get the accommodation to level it up to 11.
Well, we can in this event, but this 4-hour upgrade logistic is, you might as well just left it out at this point. 8 hours is just a joke. Don't even fucking bother giving us it at this point. What's the point? And the build logistics should be non-existent. Every time this event starts, the free unit that they should give out is the Meteor Storm pre-built. Every single time.
Just a FYI, the Moon Skater, if you go into your War Factory, it does show a production time of 2 days, 11 hours, and 38 minutes. So 12 hours ain't going to do shit.
We're not talking about Moon Skater, we're talking about Meteor Storm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What's the build time on the Meteor Storm, bud?
It's not in there.
We didn't have one.
You know what it is.
We got that one for free.
No, yeah, but you should still be able to go to your not the tech centre, the other building, and it should tell you how long it takes to build if you hover over it.
All right.
War Factory.
Evening, Manny.
Kilted Warrior, that's a name I haven't seen for a while. Connor, Christio, Bill.
4 days, 8 hours and 43 minutes.
43 minutes.
So we get a day off.
And I've still got a level on my 2 levels on my War Factory, so it might even be a little bit quicker if your War Factory's maxed.
Anyway, Meteor Storm. This event already, I can tell you, I ain't gonna. It's not a bit of me. Meteor Storm part is 8. That's the standard. Which by the way, Kixeye give everyone free last event.
Yep.
So now they want you to grind it out, and it's 13,500 a pop. Elite Meteor Storm part is 40. You'll need a total of 40 of them, 5,500 a pop. Lunar Icebreaker prototype. You can buy that 4 times. Is that correct? Am I reading that right? Redemption limit. Yeah, 4 times. That's the special op, is it not?
Yes.
That's 36,000 a pop. Lunar Icebreaker standard. Hey, why is there 2 of them?
That's free.
Right, okay. There must be more information on this. Right, Lunar Icebreaker standard is 4 times, and that's 45,000 to go. Lunar Icebreaker Elite, again 4 times, 54,000 a pop. A mega. No, there's no spatula.
Nope.
Why no spatula?
Because they went to the Cowboys.
No, it's because no one speaks to each other at Kixeye. Yeah, they're going to Cowboys and Indians. You are right. But why is there no spatula, a mega spatula? Everyone's ready. I'm almost ready. I think I'm 19 on the spatula. I'm almost ready to take it to a mega, but Kixeye don't want to give us it. Is it because the unit's too good?
Yeah.
Have they dropped the Omega bases in the event?
No, last event there was no sector gold base.
Yeah, so it might be coming out on that next.
The Retaliation is supposed to have those Omega bases and shit in it, so we'll have to see if they give them to us there.
But there's no mention.
And also, by the way, guys, there's no spatula parts. There's no spatula elite parts. There's no spatula in this event by the looks of it whatsoever.
I think they're trying to take it out of the game.
Drop it off. Yep.
What's the
Evening generator?
Yo, Jenny, another go. Appreciate you, brother. Whibs as well, another go. Thanks for coming along, guys. Killweed Warrior as well. That's a name I haven't seen for a while. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't get this, guys. I really don't. Even the Moonskater 48-hour upgrade logistics times 4.
Yep. You only get 4 of them now. They're slowing it down.
What's that work out to be? 8 days total.
Well,
fuck me. Bring back the holdout. This is fucking junk.
Yeah, quite.
This is junk. This is just the fucking... I guarantee it ain't going to be fun. I don't get it. Anyway, Omega R1 Mantis parts, you need 80 of them. They're 3,000 a go. And the Moonskater 48-hour upgrade logistics, you can buy that 4 times, 18,000 a pop. Use it or lose it will be 24 hours long. Please be sure to redeem your prizes by 10 a.m. PDT on March the 18th. I'm not being funny, but Drake and that other numbnuts that was with him on these podcasts last time, I think there's 3 of them, weren't there?
Yeah,
something like that.
And they was going, oh, everything's... And Drake kept going, yeah, this is cool, cool. Every time... I promise you this, right, guys? Every time you see Drake call something cool, understand it's going to be a load of bollocks. It's going to be another fucking drive to fucking drive the players out of the game, because this was... In my eyes, this is the only thing this event's for, is to keep pushing players away. They can move over to fucking Steam all they fucking want, because there ain't going to be no one playing it by the time they do move over to it, because everyone's sick of this shit.
Yep.
Same old bullshit. Just what they've done is they've changed the name of something and made it fucking worse for the players.
They never think and put lipstick on it. That's what they did.
They're not putting no lipstick on it. They've put basically they've shoved their finger up your ass, bullet dry.
Yeah.
That sounds quite hot, actually.
Yeah, I knew you'd like it, but most of us don't. This isn't fucking an event. This is bullshit. 8-hour upgrade logistic for a unit that takes 3 days to upgrade from level 1 to 10. Come on. Pull the fucking other one. Right, this is this prize description. Lunar Icebreaker prototype. Effects deploys 1 level 1 Moonskater, duration 1 hour. So this is a special op. XP is...
No, I think this is tech.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I think this is tech for
But
the
they're
Meteor.
not unique, so we ain't going to be able to use them in
What did this go on?
Well, this is it. This is what I'm saying. Because it can't be for the Moonskater, because the Moonskater can't generate a Moonskater. I think this is tech for the Meteor.
Yeah, but why would it only... Hang on. Why would it only last 1 hour?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's an op.
It's special. Yeah. It's a special op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't use it in this event because this event is only for uniques. The Moonstrikers aren't uniques.
Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be able to be used.
No.
So you got the Lunar Icebreaker that's standard. Deploys 2 level 5 Moonskaters, duration 1 hour. This is bullshit, guys.
It is.
It's bullshit.
My Moonskater's a level 7.
I do want to ask.
That's a waste of time.
I do want to ask. No, but you basically what they're saying is you get 2-3 units, level 5, whatever level. But at 45,000 XP a pop.
When are you going to use them?
And do these fill up in your? So the the bar that you get 9 special ops.
Yeah.
So they must take a spot up in that special ops bit.
Yes.
So you're going to fill your special ops with fucking shit you don't need.
No, I'm not going to use them.
And it's going to cost 45,000 XP for the privilege.
Exactly. And then when are you going to use them? When are you going to use that op? When are you going to use it? You ain't going to use it for PvP. You're not going to use it for PvE.
Generator
because
thinks.
It's not a unique. It's not a legendary. So therefore, it ain't going to fall in any of the events.
No, but I think Kixeye. I think they're.
Jenny's.
Go
on. No, Jenny's just said he thinks there is Omega Spelcher or Spatula parts in the event, but he thinks it says Mantis instead. So I wonder if there is a correction to that towards the next 24 hours. that's his personal opinion. That's not to say that's the fact.
I
That's
think,
just his opinion.
I think what they're saying here is what they're giving us. Because
they said when they brought the retaliation that the retaliation was going to be for the Omega bases and the elite bases and all of that shit because they weren't putting that
I'm
on
not
the
being
map
funny.
no
When I
more.
called it the retardation event, I ain't far off it, am I?
No, you're not.
I'm just wondering, really, if we are the people that are special rather than Kixeye.
And basically, that's what Kixeye are saying with this. We are the fucking stupid ones because how is this fucking... explain to me how the 2 level 5 moonskaters... In what breath, what vein is this good? Let me go to the next one. So you've got Lunar Icebreaker deploys 3 level 10 moonskaters. Yeah. Why isn't it fucking level 20?
Just to bring round the confusion.
Besides moonskaters, something that we can use.
Just to bring the confusion on the Sepulture parts, apparently Drake has already said there will be no Sepulture parts tomorrow. So it is what it says.
We all know fucking Drake's been sucking his dog off again, though.
Oh, yeah. Blow it hard, bitch.
This is what I don't like about this game. Every fucking they take a little instead of making an event improving on an original event, like the previous event we just done, they have to try to twist things and turn things, and they promise us the world. They say, "Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be a lot of fun." Drake says "cool" about 50 times, and it turns out that all they're doing is trying to rob the players of more money. That's all it is.
I don't know how
they
can hype this shit up.
You can't hype this shit up. A 4-hour upgrade logistic for a unit that's got 3 days per level from level 1 to 10. You can't.
And you're going to put out a new shadow up that you can't even use in the event that it's going out in.
And then we've got a spaghetti western going on with the fucking shadow ops. I've got to go to the toilet and I'm going to get myself a beer because this is going to be a long one.
My name, you'll get a good seat.
Cowboy hat.
About that special ops.
Now he's gone through the list. I've worked it out. We're going to, if you haven't got the storm at all and the build tokens, you're going to need to earn 1,280,000 XP. So you're going to have to do the mission 1, 2, 3, and a bonus 36 times. But if you already have the storm and you won't need to do the build tokens either. You will have to do the whole thing again 32 times.
Good God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. Back to the fucking grind.
I've got better things to do with both hands.
Yeah. So considering the last event where we was like up to about 56 times we had to do it, 32 doesn't sound bad, but then we've got to see what the bases are like.
Yep.
Yeah, but then, I mean, if they're going to make the bases difficult, then at least up the XP to accommodate it.
Yeah.
It's just a scam.
Yeah, so we know this bonus base is going to be a bitch.
Can you calculate that, Will, without the bonus base? We're being asked. Andrew said that.
All right. Yep, that's no problem. But bear with
me. 1 minute, Andrew. We've got our
moving
technician
forward, guys. I know. Hang on, because there's a few people that haven't spoke. It's been me, Smash, Will, and Cobra. Is there anything the ones that haven't spoke, is there anything you want to add?
Coins was trying to say something earlier.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, the only thing I want to say about that special ops, like we can only get this event. What would have made more sense if they made it so when we buy that special ops,
yes,
it would be available always in the gear store.
I completely agree with you, mate.
But this way, it's just completely stupid.
And they're not even giving us decent levels of the units.
Right, the answer to the question is 80 rounds.
80.
Holy shit!
Welcome, Electric Bear. Ramble Stiltskin, a.k.a. Manny. Welcome, brother. Bradley, welcome. Thanks for coming along, guys.
Kenny, it's time. The agency, they fucked us with the agency.
They fucked us with everything.
They did it with the agency as well. So
no. Hang on, Smash. I know where you're going, and I agree with you. I want to go down there. I want to explain. So when Kixeye took away the factions from from the player bases, look at what they've also removed from the player bases. So if you go into, there's a lot of turrets in the game that are faction based. even the light turret or normal turrets or heavy turrets. They literally put out 2 new heavy turrets. One was Rangers and one was Sentinels. They're no longer no good. And Smash, you're 100% right. I do apologise for pushing you on. The agency buildings, there's certain buffs for certain factions. They're no longer any good, guys. So you might as well remove them agency buildings from your base and look at the other ones that you can put in their place. Smash, go.
They fucked us hard on that building. They really did. And I'm pissed about it. And we did not receive a new agent this event like we were supposed to. We got the wall for the construction lab, but we never received the new agent. So I got to looking at it, and then I started looking at what everything did, and you need to pull out Mr. Barclay and Brother Montezuma.
Do you know?
Those two are no longer good.
Can I be honest with you, Smash?
Yep.
I don't think any of them agency buildings are going to do what they say anyway.
Well, I don't either, but...
We've literally only got Kixeye's word that they do what they say on the tin.
We've had that building for what, 2 months?
Say that for the whole of the game then.
Exactly.
About that, I think they're still going to keep the factions, but the only thing they removed with faction is in the attack, where we get... when we get it up to 100%, that...
Yeah, no, but if we can't join the faction, there's agency
that
building.
was a mistake. They said that after the last downtime, or last update, that they made a mistake. So
they need to put the factions back in.
To choose a faction, but they're gonna turn that back on to where we can choose a faction.
They are?
From what I understood, yeah.
I haven't heard that. I heard that our factions were gone. History. Wow. That'd be cool if they did, because that's what we need back. Because everybody is realizing now what that CC did for you.
Do you know the worst thing about it is the factions, choosing a faction that best suit your playstyle was 100% better than this base weakness. Yeah. So you could pick the faction that best suits your playing style. You can choose the buffs that best suits you, and then you could play the game. But now Kixeye are actually going, no, you can only use 4 units, and you'll get it gives you base weakness. It's Kixeye controlling the narrative all the time.
And how did we know the base weakness worked? Because there was no indication.
I put a video out. I did show.
And Smash, Charles has said, wait, did Smash say to pull out? Never heard a woman say that before.
Hey, it happens.
Even in R33.
You can't prove anything works properly anyway. I don't believe the raid boosts give us a 25% buff on our units.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. The only raid boost that works is is it a 25% more resources?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I don't think we're getting the right amount of boosts for the TAC Ops. Is it the TAC Ops building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting I think the booster stating one thing. This is why they try to confuse you. They put it 0.4 or 0. Whatever. That isn't the information we need. We need the exact percentile that we're getting given. I don't think
they know that,
we're being fed
that's
that.
why they don't give it to us, so we can't figure out that they're screwing us.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys right now. There was a couple of weekends ago, I think it was 2 or 3. I don't know if you guys remember, I said I couldn't log in.
Yeah.
I said the game won't load. I'm stuck on a loading loop. Well, once Kixeye went into my base, they reset. They made it so I could log back into the game. Everything in my fucking base felt like it worked. The LiDAR, the Farsight, the units was responding how I wanted them to. Everything was fucking. Every time I got attacked, it was working perfectly. As the weeks have progressed, I'm noticing things not working properly. The LiDAR isn't giving me the range that it should. The far sight isn't. And it's slowly like Kixeye fucking... And I believe this is happening to every single one of our accounts. They're slowly turning the switch or the dial down. Trust me, I wish I fucking got it on video.
Is it that, or is it where these
Kixeye.
friendly roaches are using this thingy and it's laying dormant on your computer in cookies and shit?
The roaches can't change the code in the game as such. They can change the code in their.
Oh, we saw them do it. They deleted buildings and reduced health and.
No, that's
forcing it on your units, isn't it? So if your
the difference I saw was night and day. From when I couldn't log in when I could log into the game, then I got to the point where I couldn't log in. It was just loading, and then I sent the ticket to Kixeye, and then it was the next day I was back in the game. All of a sudden, everything worked. Everything fucking worked. They're throttling back players, and if they think that's going to work over in Steam, they've got another thing coming. I truly believe they're fucking with us. And I think what they're doing is they're fucking with all the big players, all the coiners during the event. And then when the event finishes, I think they're turning a lot of them off. I think Kixeye are fucking scum.
I think that's the arsehole intelligence that's doing that.
Well, now that's just a legit way for them to say it, or with them, I agree, because it seems like every time you get a base right in the event, and it happened in this one, every time, and it got me a couple times. I'd hit a base and do it 2 times for free, and the third time it cost me 20-minute repair.
As
You're using
Gambo said,
the same shit, doing the same style, and 1 minute your free repair, 15 minutes later, it's costing you out the ass.
And bizarrely enough, Gambo has quite rightly said, well, the first thing that Kix is going to say, well, it's your internet, it's your PC.
They didn't say
Do
that
a trace route, touch yourself up the arse and see if you can finger yourself at the same time.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid enough to share the conversation that happened between me and Kixeye. But I'm going to tell you right now, every one of you know me. I'm all about numbers, figures, and the way things work. My brain works fucking differently. I'm always working something out. I'm always trying something different. I know even if it's a 10 or 15% difference, I see that straight away. And when my game and it was stuck in loading, all it was doing was get loading screen and then it'll reload itself. Loading screen, reload itself. When Kixeye fixed that, I got hit by some of the cheaters as well. Everything in my base was working. My Sea Wizard was shooting fucking miles further than it would normally. And I truly believe Kixeye are that scumbaggish. They will twist and turn, especially if you coin. Like I'm not gonna hold my hands up. I do coin. So if they know you coin, they turn your fucking power level down a little bit, or they make things a little bit fucking susceptible to more damage. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a scumbag move by a scumbag company, and they think they're going to be able to go onto Steam and pull that shit. I promise you they won't, because I'll be the first one to report them to the fucking Steam, the client base on Steam. And then what they've got to remember is every single fucking Steam game has got reviews, and you can leave a review on Steam, and the company can't delete them. Anyway, we've spoke about that enough. I've rant over. Move on to the Shadow Ops. So we've got Shadow Ops come out to play Chapter 1. Sounds like, is it Chucky come out to play? No. Warriors. Come out to play.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got, and they've updated the graphics. Let me zoom out a little bit. The graphic for Shadow Ops is been changed. Probably done by AI. So we've got come out to play Chapter 1, featuring parts for the Warrior. That's where that makes sense now. Come out to play is for the Warrior.
So don't one of them in that look like that guy with the hat on and the waistcoat and?
Yep.
Possibly. Hang on.
Yucky.
Pictures. No, none of them. None of them got.
One of them did.
What, an hat?
Yeah, one of them did.
I promise you they don't.
No, when you see them on the tube or at the beach, they didn't. But when they first started off in the park, one of them had a hat. So it's one of my favourite films.
I can bring up a picture of it. Where is it? Yeah.
No, it's not that picture you showed me earlier, is it?
That won't let me open
I
it.
want to see that picture.
No,
those aren't permitted on YouTube.
I can't find any of them with a cowboy hat on. I'm looking through them all. Anyway, it don't matter. It's not here or there. There's the tech for the Moonskate. I think it's only bronze and silver, is it not? Hang on, it can't be only bronze and silver tech for the Moonskate.
They're all gold.
They're all gold tech.
Yeah. So how are they going to do that in the Shadow Ops if they don't have bronze and silver no more?
When you put them on the unit in the actual workshop, they're in the bronze, silver, and gold slots.
They're just too lazy to make different colored coins now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what? It says bronze, silver, and gold.
Well,
I didn't say it, but the colours of them.
They're all gold.
The colours of them, when you look at them in the workshop, they've actually got. Like
maybe that's something someone can go and ask on the Kixeye Discord. Is all the Moonscaper tech available, or is it just certain techs? Yeah, Armageddon, you get all 5 techs. I'll read on. He's telling us to read on. Move on, guys. Move on.
What he's saying is, hurry up, you can't read on.
Phase 1 starts March 14th at 10 a.m. PDT. That's tomorrow. 6 o'clock, 1800 hours GMT. Ends March 21st at 10 a.m. PDT. Phase 2 starts. I ain't going to read through that because everyone knows. This is the Warrior.
That will be 5 o'clock tomorrow, GMT.
You are right.
Yep.
That's the Warrior. Description. When the Rangers need to clear the forest, there's only one man. So he's a fucking... There's only one man to call. When they need to take out an insurgent, they call the same man. When the going gets rough, the Warrior gets going. No foe is so. Fucking hell. Instrumentable as the strike fears in the Warrior. Possibly due to unresolved brain damage. They're talking about me.
Why does that seem like a song, the first few words of that?
Description, where is it? When the Rangers clear the forest, there's only one man they call. When they need to take out an insurgent, they call the same man. When the guns get rough, yeah, I know the song you're thinking about.
Going gets tough, the tough get going. There you go. Anyway.
Is it Julie, not Julie and Nile?
Yeah, something like that. I think there's a copyright strike on Kix's behalf. Oh, ouch. Sorry.
That's a Billy Ocean. Romance in the Stone.
Yeah.
Is it Romance in the Stone, not Stone of the Nile?
Romance in the Stone.
Wrong film. Wrong film.
If you go into general chat, you will see pictures of the Warriors, and one of them's wearing a hat.
Sorry, City.
What, a cowboy hat?
Yeah. Well, a hat.
I ain't gonna argue. Yeah, it ain't worth it. Insurmountable strike of insurmountable strike of fear in the Warrior, possibly due to unresolved brain damage or psychological trauma. Earn the Warrior by winning 7 parts in the next 6 weeks of Shadow Ops, with 2 parts being available in the first phase of the final piece being awarded. Hang on a minute. Earn the Warrior by winning 7 parts in the next 6 weeks of Shadow Ops, with 2 parts being available in the first phase. Yeah. All right, so we can get 2 parts, with the final piece being awarded in the May event, which will be the Retaliation or Retaliation event.
Right, just so you know, I got it wrong about the tech on the Boo Shaker in the workshop. They are all 5 are gold. There's no bronze or silver colours coming up as you click on them.
Yeah, Animal. We did try to help you, but in the end, In the end, we felt a little bit sorry for you.
I'm beyond help, mate. I'm beyond help.
Quit messing with my animal.
He knows I mean it with the best I can love.
You was going to say you love him then, didn't you?
I do love him. I love all you guys. It doesn't mean I don't think you're fucking stupid as fuck.
Honestly, everyone, he loves me every night.
Right? Basically, I run a daycare for children, and these are the kids that I have to deal with every fucking night.
And it's awful fucking.
Within reach. Event structure: attack Shadow Ops bases to earn points. 8,000 points. 8,000 Shadow Ops points must be earned to complete initial playthrough. Additional playthroughs can earn you awesome extra tech, plus damage bonuses in the next monthly event. 4,000 additional Shadow Ops points must be earned to complete the repeat playthrough. Missed the phase, you can replay a current phase to earn any of the parts that you may have missed. Prize descriptions. Moonscape tech, so it's all the moon. You are right. Who said that? Was it Gambo or WC Thunder?
Gambo.
Thank you, bro. Mark as well. Appreciate you coming along. Is there anyone else I've missed?
Yeah, you did. I did say hello on your behalf.
Dylan as well. Thanks for coming along. So this is the Moonscape tech dual layered. We all know what this is, don't we? Do I need to read through it, or do you want me to read through it?
Well, we're just done the event trying to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. PvP season 50, and this is where Friendly Fixer said they are going to make some changes to PvP. Have they done it this PvP season? Let's find out. PvP season 50. Battle is blooming. Get stocked up on medals, blood thorium, and upgrade those. Hang on a minute. Right, I just need to pass this out. We're no longer using blood thorium for fucking anything.
That's true.
They've took away the commendation. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but it looks like they've removed the need for blood thorium for the tech for the warlords. So what is blood thorium good for?
Absolutely nothing.
I was hoping someone would fucking say that. Thank you, Will.
Say it again.
I love you, bro. Anyway, starts March 13th after the downtime, ends April 30th at 10 a.m. PDT. Infamy drip. You all know how this should work. An infamy between attacks. Percentage of players' infamy is dripped back to them. Only when they are unbubbled and their basis is active. The more infamy a player has, the more the drip will back. Oh, the more that will drip back. Alliance PvP, which is a load of bollocks. Alliance compete in 3 different classes based on alliance size. Please note that we have made changes so that your alliance will only appear in one of the 3 classes below, based on the highest prize of your alliance would receive. This only occurs when your alliance is within the top 3 of one of the classes. If your alliance is not within the top 3, it will still appear on all 3 leaderboards. Class A, total infamy contribution of all members. Class B, total infamy contribution of top 100 members. Class C, total infamy contribution of top 50 members. They've changed nothing. They've literally changed nothing. So, am I wrong in saying Friendly Fixer did say there's new shit coming out for PvP?
Yes, he was. Yeah,
he did say that, didn't he?
Said he didn't. I tell you that it was all a bunch of fucking bullshit. You
You
said
did.
no, Smash. You got to give it a chance. You got to let them see what they're going to do. And what did they do? They opened our ass cheeks up and said, "Boom! There you go, bitch."
Well, they opened.
Okay.
They didn't open my
that
ass cheeks.
graphical thing. I've never had mine that way, but you know what? There's always the rest of my life to follow through.
There you go.
The visual image, I can't get it out of my head.
It's a sorry state of affairs. Oh shit! I opened a beer and I
They
had one
just
open.
jacked our whole game up, man. Now they're bringing in fucking cowboys. What the fuck? It's a war game.
Yeah, but we've always had different things. You got to remember.
Yeah, but a fucking cowboy city.
Hey,
Come on.
I kind of like that Cowboy and Aliens film.
No, I like Brokeback Mountain.
Oh Lord! Now we
No
don't need a
comment.
bunch of dildos in here, okay?
Well, the bounty
Oh my
hunter was
God.
an Indian.
I don't know. I think they fucked our whole game up. It ain't War Commander no more.
This is the
Apparently,
problem.
Manny's just spat his drink out.
This
You're
is the
welcome,
problem.
Manny.
This is the problem with the game, right? There's too many chiefs at Kixeye. There's not enough Indians. So every one of them have got their own idea. They and I believe most of them are remote workers. They're not sat in an office. They're not talking amongst each other. They're doing a Zoom call to discuss the game. Someone goes, right, this is what I need you to design. Another guys, this is what I want you to design, and they're left to their own accord. They're not being told what they're saying. You need to make a new Shadow Ops unit. You need to make a new event unit. You need to make a new unique unit. There's not one direction the company's going into. They're going into 50 different directions at the same time, and they're hoping shit sticks.
Shitty, they have fucked our game. And the reason why they fucked our game and the reason why they can't do what you're saying to do is because they don't play our fucking game.
They don't care.
They don't know nothing about it.
They don't give a
fuck about
Smash.
it.
It's not about playing our game or playing their game.
That's how they're going to learn about it, though.
No,
Shitty. That's
it's
how
not.
they're gonna learn
Smash
that
is
this ain't working right.
Smash.
And this ain't working right.
Smash. It's not about playing it. It's about caring. It's about giving a shit. They don't care.
Also, thinking about their customers as well.
Yeah,
They
you
don't care.
called the Kixeye people chiefs, but it's more like they're the casino owners.
They do not care. That's the be all and end all of it. It's how can we fucking take as much money out of people as possible.
Yep, that's all they want.
We can do a unique event, unique unit event, fucking hell, unique unit event, and give them a 4-hour upgrade for fucking 2 times. It boggles the mind the way they fucking.
To be honest, look, here's another thought, right? With 90 people plus us on the panel, I don't think any of us can come up with a genuine reason why Kicks are doing what they're doing. We've all got our own thoughts.
Bro.
But between us all, it's trying to see through the bullshit that they're trying to sell us all the time.
Yeah, but how many of us?
Too much.
How many of us bought into it when I know Smash didn't? She was probably the one person I spoke to that didn't buy into it. But Friendly Fixer made them posts, and we went live one night, like out of the blue, to read through his post and his big long blog that he made, and we was all like, "Yeah, this is what they're bringing in base weaknesses. This could be tactical. This could be something that's cool in the game, and everything that they've made a big song and dance out of things, and in reality, it's all been dog shit. Every fucking thing that they've added into the game for the last 2 years has been dog shit. There's been the odd unit here and there that really prevailed through time. There hasn't been very many units that really fucking. I think the Malachi is probably one. The Dr. Ake is another one. Spatula. But name any other units that you think that have really prevailed and shown this, seen the time in the game that we all expect them to have. There isn't. And now they're just hammering us.
Just a spatula, and they won't let us go any higher with it.
But I said spatula, Dr. Ake, and Malachi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what is there? There's just bog standard. There's units just to pass the time. They keep bringing out. How many units have we got in the tech centre right now that need upgrading? I know I've got 6.
At least 3, at least.
I've got 6. I've got spatula. I've got mantis. I've got the meteor storm. I've got the
boob shakers.
Yeah, the moon shakers.
Marion.
I've got Marion and Plumes. 6 units. And that's done by design. That's done to make us. It's called FOMO. You know what FOMO is, don't you? Fear of missing out. That's
Oh,
the only reason they're dumping that many units into one space at the same time. And it gets old, it gets boring, it's predictable. From a company that are known as scammers, basically. Anyway, I want to get this done because we've been running for an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to read out this March 2025 sector breach. And this is copied and pasted by Kixeye Drake. Featuring the Shield of Purity, Grail Seeker, and Righteous Rebunk tech for the Warlord Galahad. As I said, you can't buy the Warlord Galahad tech in the Blood for Him store. So even if you do get more Blood for Him, there's nowhere to spend them. What do you spend them on? Because Kixeye was stupid and they made Christmas open season for Blood for Him. Starts March 21st, that's in 2 weeks' time at 10 a.m. PST. Ends March 25th at 10 a.m. PST. Store closes March 26th. Warlord Galahad Tech. Shield
March
of Purity.
21st is next Friday, by the way.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Well, a week.
No, it's a week.
Shield of Purity. Effects reduce 2 Fridays. Shield of Purity. Reduces all damage taken by 30%. Slot private. Function defense. 500,000 XP. Grail Seeker. Effects. Other legendary lancers deal 30% more damage to units past 670 range. That's dog shit. Slot Captain. Function offense. XP 500,000. Righteous Rebunk. Effects. On legendary lancer death. Gain 100% damage for 3 seconds. Fucking hell. This tech is sucky. For 3 seconds. On legendary lancer death, gain a 100% damage for 3 seconds. Slot commander, function offensive, XP 500,000. Earn the Galahad tech in Sector Breach store. Mission description. Darkest cloning technology has been used on player bases, creating rogue player bases. And it's up to the sector commanders to push them out. Guys, we've got to talk about this. Let me zoom out a little bit. That tech is fucking shit.
The whole fucking event's gonna be shit, City. Shit, and more shit.
Shit.
Reduces all damage taken by 30%. That's probably the best tech out of the 3. Other legendary lancers deal 30% more damage to units past 670 range. Well, what about the units that are rushing you, i.e. missionaries? You're not doing no damage to them.
That.
Actually, questions just... Oh, wait, it's all right. He's erased it. Cancel that.
That's crazy.
Matt's just said, shouldn't it be the new legendary hero we should be getting in the next...
It should have been, yes.
Yes. But we didn't. We have went to Cowboys and Indians now.
Yeah, but what you got to remember is Kixeye said, we are reducing the amount of units you get every month. So instead of getting...
doing it on legendary.
Instead of getting 5, you're getting 5, but we're going to pretend you're only getting 4.
Yeah, well, they've reduced it. There's no air and there's no infantry.
You can't make this shit up.
There's no mention either of Warlord Galahad's tokens.
And there's also... And also, Thunder's just said there's no notice of a Humvee Warlord either. Does make you wonder.
I don't understand why we even try and understand what Kixeye are planning doing.
Yeah, this was my point earlier, mate. I think, to be honest, no one seems to know, and with all the people in this Discord now, let alone in YouTube, I don't think any of us can come up with a conscript of why
we can't know if Kixeye. If we can't know if Kixeye don't even know themselves.
Exactly right.
What's getting me about all of this? This is all about the moon skaters. We can't even use the fucking moon skaters in this thing.
What's
Why
about
are we getting all this shit for them in this event?
Moon skaters?
Yeah, isn't that what they're?
No.
This is promoting is
No.
the parts and effects and all that bullshit.
It's
with them?
Galahad.
Galahad. Oh, well, he's gay too. That's Gaylord.
It's
no name.
This is just all a bunch of shit.
He come out, Friendly Fixer come out and went, well, we are going to reduce the amount of grind you've got to go through. We are going to reduce the amount of units you got to purchase. We're so on the side of the players.
No.
They're not.
No.
Yeah, not with those so-called huge XP amounts.
And the worst thing about it is, okay, we ain't getting a new unit. Well, let me just check.
Huh.
No, we're not getting a new unit in this sector breach. There's no new unit. So that's one unit removed from this month. But they give us 2 units last fucking event.
Well, what the hell are we gonna get out of it? Everybody else did, all the big players, they've already got everything in it.
Yeah, I've got all the shit in Sector Breach. I do
too.
The tech for this Galahad sucks.
Yeah, that's what Galahad does. It's why I call it Gaylord.
Can I just go down to the point of, can we refocus on what we were? Because I've got to get up early and bite the postman because the dog's not well, and it seems like we're going to be overrunning by hours.
Well, we might as well overrun by hours for the way fucking Friendly Fixer made his post so fucking long.
It's going on some, isn't it? Yeah.
It seems like they're eliminating the units that are instant upgrade.
Well, yeah.
And we're getting the ones that take fucking 5 days a pop.
Yeah.
It is just a fucking scam at this point. Excuse me, guys, I was blowing my nose. I remember when a tech would bring something new to a unit. If you go back to the Special Force era, how many techs for each one of them units did we get? 10, 15 techs? And each one of them techs would add something different. There was layers.
Just talking about that the other night in your Discord, someone was setting up or wanted to set up the Humvee, and not the Humvee, yeah, Jericho, and was asking what is the rapid fire tech, and he's going through, and it sort of shocked me because I'd forgotten how many like different units one item of tech would fit on. And that was thingy, because you could mix and change it how you wanted it. You weren't being restricted by Kixeye's narrow-mindedness and like singular route of like the path route or whatever it is. Like this shit, they give us a unit and they give us like 2 techs, and one of them's normally a little bit faster or a little bit turning faster. It's like, Jesus Christ, just I don't know.
There's no tactics with the game anymore. There's zero tactics. Basically, they give you text. You can swap and change a couple of texts. There is a little tiny bit of tactics with it, but there's nothing like what we used to have with the Special Forces.
No,
you look at the text for the special, and a lot of people will cry about it because there's a lot of text I didn't get maxed out in the Special Force area. But there was a lot of stuff. It would boggle your mind. You'd go through it and you think, well, this tech might work, or I could try this tech, or I could try it this way. There were so many different options. It boggled the mind. And Kixeye have taken that down and they've narrowed it down to, 6 techs, 7 techs maybe?
Well, even with that text that we used to have on all them old units, they still was like restrictive. Like, what was it? The nitrous one, and the shock ordnance one, or whatever it was called. They all of a sudden, boom, you can't get them anymore. And it's like, you know what I mean? They're still doing it now with like being restrictive, giving a tech in one event, and then all of a sudden you can't get it for the next 7, 8, 9, or they don't even put it in the gear store either.
Well, legendary shit, they really don't like giving anyone. And I don't, for me, it don't add up. Why would you restrict players that maybe can't do Sector Breach? Why would you restrict them to only be able to play the events? Everything that goes in Sector Breach, after a month or maybe even 2 months of that new unit coming out, that should be straight in the fucking gear store.
It seems to be their way, isn't it, Kixeye? Everything they give us or like put out, there's always a downside to it in one way or another. this is restricted. They don't release this like only once, and then you can't get it anymore. This one makes this one stronger or weak. Like you put that on it, but it makes it slower instead of like shoots further, but makes you. I mean, everything's got to have some sort of restriction or a downside to it, and I don't understand that. Games are meant to be played like and be fun. Split the tech up if you use like fucking like make it go slower just because it shoots a little bit further.
Well, hear me out, right? I had this idea the other day. It was a brainwave, it was a brain fart, whatever you want to call it. But you know when we was getting the extra 5 levels on the heroes, they went to from instead of being 20, they went to 25.
Went up suddenly, yeah.
I think it was a Series 4. Right, wait. There's literally there's no need for Kixeye to do that. So if we leveled the units, the heroes, or any unit to level 25 or 20 as standard, which is all the units nowadays is normally level 20. Why isn't VXP back in play? So the more we use a unit, the higher it would go up to instead of the cap being 20, if you use the unit a lot, the unit would slowly level itself up to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it would gain fucking levels by being used. It would make us want to use the unit to get it to that extra level. There would be no loss to Kixeye because we'd be using the unit. We'd be getting the damage on the unit. There would be no
incentive, wasn't it?
It would be an incentive. You're 100% spot on.
Well, they don't like giving us incentives for anything. They just want us to grind everything. It's what I mean. It's like I said a minute ago. It's supposed to be fun. If they made it like as if it was fun, then people would want to play it more. But it's like everything they do is a grind. There's a downside. They keep making the XP lower and more bases to hit or more tech to get. And I mean, what we're getting now is like we're getting 24 units, 2 techs per thingy or whatever. You got to grind out, and they're not giving them how they used to. We now got to buy them in an event. It's just never ending. They don't want us to have a life. They just want us to keep us in the game as much as they can, hoping that we might drop a coin or two every now and then.
I'm going to
got tired and fucked up.
I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. When that friendly fixer come into the scene, he's back from the old. He was old school friendly fixer, and when he started putting his posts out and he was saying, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that," I got excited about it. I was like, "Oh, fucking yes." Here we go.
And do you know what?
We're getting the game back.
I'm going to back you there because I thought exactly the same.
We've got a game back.
And I told both of you was silly for even thinking it.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, but I'm a guy. My glass is always half full, not half empty.
Well, I am too, City. But my God, how many years have they been doing this to us?
Right. And thank you, Gambo. He's just put up a picture in the Discord. Drake saying 4 hours is correct.
They can fucking suck my dick for 4 hours. I ain't spending no fucking XP on that.
And actually, just out of interest, when were you supposed to be going tonight? When is it? Because CM2's just said that they've added extra time before they do their downtime.
Oh,
it's now increased.
I'm going down to brothel tonight.
So what they're moving the downtime again?
Well, the timer at the top of the game still says 5 p.m. PDT, and it still says 4 hours 26 minutes for UK. So that should be the same on everyone's game.
It says here the same.
I'm guessing Kixeye are going to be in a big, massive
4
circle
hours,
jerk.
25 minutes.
They're going to have a circle jerk smash, and it's going to take longer to masturbate each other off.
They need one. Somebody needs to knock some fucking heads in that place, man. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing. I knew they was going to fry our fucking game, and that's sure as hell what they're doing.
I think
down, Kixeye. Keep fucking pushing at it, you stupid fucks.
What does he mean?
I'm sure Smash is going to get her in the in her stream.
Yeah.
I am going to run with the shout outs, guys.
I'm trying to be good here.
I'm going to run with the shout outs because we've been running for nearly an hour and a half. I'm going to start top to bottom tonight, and it's going to be you, Animal, please. Give shout outs, brother.
I've got nothing to say. Fucking game. Yeah, don't let this game drive you all fucking mental. Try and spend some time with your families and shit. Yeah, and see you all on the next one. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, bud. Blade?
Yo, been very quiet tonight. I've been listening to what you've all been saying. But yeah, thanks for having me, City. Thanks to the panel and that for all the intake that I've taken in very seriously tonight. I've been listening very closely. Yeah, YouTube land, good lads. They always come up with stuff, you know, and everything else. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you, bro. Fruity, you there?
I'm here, hon. Yeah, I just feel my voice going in and out, so not much to say. Just thank you all, and that's about it.
Okay. Cook.
Well, the same as Animal said. Go enjoy some time with your family.
Exactly.
And fuck Kixeye.
Fair enough. Mikey.
Yeah, same goes for me. I'm not gonna stress over the game anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy time with family and see what happens in the event tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Thank you, bro. Smash. Smashing them nuts. Fucking disappeared. Will. Hang on. She's back. Smash. You numb nuts.
I think they fucked us, man. I really do.
I truly do.
Join
I
my
think you're
show
right.
tonight during the downtime, where I'll have all of my lovelies, and we'll be boasting about this wonderful piece of shit they've created. And
What time?
At 7, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight.
1 a.m. UK.
Yes. So as soon as the as soon as the game goes down, come join us on YouTube.
No, it's not.
You won't be disappointed.
It's midnight UK.
Before.
Do apologise.
Yeah, out before.
Yes. But you come and join us, and you'll have a great time. At least we'll try to make it fun. And thank you, City. And you're right. Kixeye's a bunch of fucking wanking bitches. Have a good day.
Will, like and fault. You got to follow that, bro.
That's no worries, because I've got to say my sentiments are basically the same. From that last event where I gave it a 4, as you said, we was expecting a lot more from Friendly Fixer and the team to make the game a lot better, less grind, and yeah, we got bumfucked. If I wasn't at home disabled, I would never have finished the event. I didn't finish the event. With the way the events are looking, I think this could be the beginning of the end of War Commander, because no one's going to be wanting to play this game anymore.
Thank you, bro. Go finish. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Thanks for everybody on the side chat coming along, putting their input, and obviously the panel. And yeah, don't waste your time playing the game.
Before I go to Cobra, I just want to. Will said we all got bum fucked. My bum is virgin. Never been fucked. I just want to put that out there. All the rest of my panel got bum fucked, but me. Cobra.
Yeah, thank you, Silly. Thank you for the panel again, for your time and giving up your time for the sort of last hour and 40 minutes and a bit of fun and trying to bring a bit of sense to this game that we all love. Thank you very much for the YouTube. Yeah, it's always good to see new people and people returning that we haven't seen for a while. Don't sit back, come and join us. I mean, the Discord's there. We are live tomorrow at 1700 GMT. Because of the daylight saving change in America, it brings us this 1 hour forward. So you never know, there may be that extra hour of fun and frolics, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. Like we say every week, for crying out loud, just don't sit on this fucking game every night. It's pointless. Go and spend some time with your family. But more importantly, we're back on tomorrow night. Come back, we'll have a laugh and a joke. God bless. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, bro. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you that come along tonight, and me panel especially. Make sure you go and watch Smash's show tonight if you're up. I might even be up for it. I've got a few beers left in the fridge. It's whether she'll allow me on as drunk as I will get. Other than that, look, guys, we're all in a bad place. We're all in a rock. We're all fucking in the same situation. We're all fucking wanting the game to be better. I'm willing the game to be better than what it is. And it looks like we've been taken for mugs. It's a sorry state of affairs, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't wish any of you guys to quit, because I'll always be here. I'll always be fucking trying to make the best out of a bad situation. That's my goal. I'm always my beer's half full. It's never half empty.
Oh, I don't believe that.
And you're willing to sell your ass.
To who? Who am I selling my ass to? I'm the first person to step forward when I think Kixeye are being wankers. And I'm the first person to go, okay, this might be good. And I did. I got it wrong. I'll hold my hands up to that, guys. I will hold my hands up to that. When Friendly Fix have made that post, I hold my hands 100% up. I apologise for that. That was my fault. That was my bad. I got it wrong. I thought I'd give the guy a chance. He fucked us.
Me as well, to be fair. I gave him that opportunity. Yeah.
It's the whole of War Commander. He fucked. And I apologise for that, because I was the guy that was fucking the forefront saying, this is great. This is going to be the bottom. I was, as I say, half full, always. Take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully this isn't as bad as what we think. And hopefully we can have some fun. Bye-bye.
See you later.